you sit at a very interesting intersectionality. Being a black man, being a gay man. Talk to us about how that, and if you bring into the conversation of black tax, does that look different for you than it looks for me at the intersectionality that you sit at?
It's interesting because I think maybe that's the common subset. So you're a woman and I'm a man. You're a straight woman, I'm a gay man. But the crossroad for both of us is that whole economic. That's one. So you'll have your issues or things you experience being a woman. I'll have my issues that I experience being a gay man. Now, the reality that I'm now discovering is that though I may have gay issues and you may have women issues, the feelings inside are the same. Mm-hmm. So for me, for example, I may have fear about my career because I'm gay, and I hear women may have fear about the glass ceiling because they're a woman. Same thing. Mm-hmm. Same thing, but different kind of scenario. I'm talking from a gay man, but you're talking it from a woman's perspective. So for me, how I like to look at these scenarios is that there's nothing really unique about me. Mm-hmm. I'll have issues, you'll have issues. And this will be whether I'm black, white, Indian, doesn't matter, we all have issues. So for me, what I'm more interested in is empathizing about each other's issues, being able to see all of myself in what you're dealing with, and the other person being able to see themselves in what I'm dealing with as well. That's what I am really about, being able to really empathize with any issue. For example, gay rights doesn't exist without women's rights. Without women's rights, gay rights doesn't exist, period. Women opened the doors for me to be free. And I'm grateful for that. So without women's rights, I don't get the kinds of freedoms. I don't get to have this voice. I don't get to have married my husband and be proud of that. Women's rights made that available for me. So it's the same. Women got empowered, women's rights, women then used that empowerment to empower a person like me.
Right. Let's circle it back to businesses because it's important. We keep talking about economic equality and economic participation and all these things, and with businesses and organization, corporations not being part of the conversation, it won't happen. It doesn't happen. And one way they could do it is through the diversity and inclusion policies. Have you thought about it? Have you envisioned how it would look like better to include, really be diverse and inclusive?
Yes, I have, because I do it in my business.
Mm-hmm. Talk to us about it.
So, what I find difficult about diversity and inclusive policies is that they're being used as a tick the box. So when you use something as a tick the box, it actually robs us of empathy. So people are ticking the box and saying, oh, I've done this tick, but it doesn't mean they actually know me. That doesn't mean they actually understand me. They've met a criteria that's external, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm seen or heard or understood. Mm-hmm. So in my company, most of my team are actually mothers. They're women, and many of them have had babies. So for me, I'm not a mother, number one. I don't have children, number two. Now, before them, I would have like 6-hour meetings. So I'm used to doing long meetings. When I'm creative in my creative space, I'm like, okay, let's go. Schedule out the whole day and have the meeting. I can't do that in my team. They're working moms and sometimes with very little sleep. So in my company, I'm really learning, like, what is it like? I have to put myself completely and entirely in the shoes of a mother who wants to also work. How can we make that happen together? So I'm learning. They teach me. Can we have short meetings? 1 hour, 2 hours. I'm going to be bringing my child onto the meeting. I need to change the nappy. We all do that. So I even train my clients that if you want to work in my company, my team are working moms And sometimes they'll have their babies, the children, and sometimes they'll need to take care of them that way. And if you don't like it, don't work with me.
Right. So that's the way policies could be shaped. How do we as a community take control of that? What is our responsibility?
I think there are a few things. There is definitely more of a conversation around these things. Like, this is no longer like big news. The part that's still big news is people are not empathizing with people's situations.
Right.
It's the tick the box, kind of scenario. So just because what I've just said works in my company, don't go and make it a policy in another company. You need to first understand your people and their needs. People first, not a template. That's what people are not doing. It's kind of like, we have AI and people are talking about how AI is going to change the world. It is. But what it won't do is it won't have us. We still need to keep thinking and being able to be great thinkers in any case, so that we know how to use the AI functionality better. So what my message is talk to your people and your team and really find out what is going on in their life. Find out what their goals are personally and professionally, and start creating from there. One size doesn't fit all. That's the message here. That really is diversity and inclusivity for me.
Right.